Wednesday. It's Women's Wisdom Wednesday. I'm Terry Murphy, the founder of the Women's Wisdom Network. And part of the reason that women need other women, our whole premise is to support women in business and women helping other women. And here's a question for you. Do you undervalue yourself? Do you habitually undervalue what you do and who you do it for? Well, I'm going to tell you some studies really support that. Why do we do that? Well, I think because we're in incessant comparing. We compare ourselves to things on social media. We compare ourselves to men. Guess what? We're not men. Yay, we're the best person. We are us. And here's ways for us to help boost our value in the workplace. Number one is do a little research. You know, it wasn't because somebody had a different gender that they did better or contributed more. It's just people. So do some search and look for what's a fair price for what you do and who you do it for. We habitually will underestimate our value. And very often, especially in negotiating, I've got a special gift for you here on negotiating and women and negotiating with the authors of the 1 Minute Negotiator, a New York Times bestseller. We will negotiate less. We do not ask. We don't have to be aggressive, which is part of the issue. But because we have high adaptability, women will typically try to make things work. Well, that's why we're heads of families. That's why we're mothers. We have high adaptability, but let's use it not to accommodate, but to take care of ourselves. State your value, be comfortable with it. Have some research that makes you feel better about what you're asking for. The second one is identify your unique selling proposition, your value proposition, your unfair competitive advantage. Boy, it's hard to say. Why? Because no matter what the job, you do it like you do it. You have your own value systems, your own processes, your own, actually even sometimes good biases on why you can do it better than someone else, because it's about the job and your suitability for it. So it's not about being narcissistic or arrogant. It's about being confident about what you do and who you do it for. The third one is, what's your pricing strategy? You have to not be afraid or stumble when you create value. And so often we, especially in negotiating, will throw a number out first. May I help you with that? You know, not yes yet is a good way to give yourself some time. Tell me more about the job. Tell me more about the project. Who have you had work for before? What's been your experience? Have you had a fixed budget? These are the questions that when we ask questions, we get a better sense. Here's the key about whether we're more suitable for that job than someone else. If it's not a good fit for what we do and how we do it. You know, we are so often, especially as women, willing to help other people that we don't think about helping ourselves first. And taking self-care and putting ourselves first is not, it's not a thing that shouldn't be done. It's not selfish. We don't want to be self-led. We want to be selfish in a good way, but not selfless. And the last one is practice the negotiations. I've got an interview with Dr. George Lucas and Don Hudson, the authors of the 1 Minute Negotiator. We did a lot of work on studying women in negotiating. And it's not about being aggressive or, you know, the B word. It's about being confident. And I'd be happy to share that with you. You can join me at the Women's Wisdom Network Facebook community. You know, we share a lot of good things there. I've got a coaching program I'm launching in the next couple of weeks, only 10 women. We're going to go through 8 weeks of how to improve what you do in your business and your personal life, how you select, how you hire, how you negotiate, how you organize the system so you have more time and less stress. I'm Terry Murphy for the Women's Wisdom Network. Join us every Wednesday when we share another good tip on how women can help other women. Make it a good one.